What's up, everybody? It's Sam Frost here from reviewsboss.com. In this video, I want to talk about a product called FPTraffic. So I'm going to give you a review of FPTraffic. I've done a really detailed written review. This is actually one of the first products I reviewed on the site. It's probably the biggest, most detailed review that I can find anywhere online of FPTraffic. So I've left a link in the comment section below, or the video description, sorry, and you can go read that. But this video review will be a bit shorter, but basically what I'm going to do is explain what FPTraffic does, talk you through some of the key features, things I like about it, things I'm not too keen on, and basically try to give you a good overview of whether this product is worth purchasing or not. So what is FPTraffic? Basically, if you haven't really checked it out much before, it's a service, sort of software as a service, I guess you'd call it, your little web application, whatever, and it's targeted at helping you schedule posts on Facebook. So let's say you run a Facebook page. If you want to post 3 times a day without a scheduling tool, you've got to be in front of your computer, remember to make the post, pick the content, upload it. You can do it off your phone, of course, as well. But it can be really easy to forget to do stuff, and I can give lots of first-hand evidence of this. In previous jobs, I've worked as like a digital marketing manager who managed all the Facebook pages and whatnot for clients or businesses. And often you'd find, without scheduling, you'd forget to do a post. You'd be 3 or 4 days into the week and you go, crap, I haven't posted on the company page. This is going to look bad. Boss is going to, chew me up for breakfast. So, scheduling can really save your ass in that regards. And the other reason you'd want to schedule as well with Facebook content is simply it helps you be a lot more efficient with your time. So especially if you're managing lots of pages. And, I actively manage on Facebook about a dozen pages, and I'm growing that almost monthly now, the number of pages. And, I manage best part of 600,000 likes or something like that. And that doesn't include anything I do for clients as well. This is all just the stats I'm giving here are just through my personal pages that I control. And without a scheduling tool, I just couldn't do it, especially because Facebook these days is becoming more of a sort of low value, high volume kind of activity. If you've got any sort of knowledge of Facebook algorithm changes, you'll know that things have changed a lot to really penalize commercial content that isn't being paid for through advertising. And so what can happen is that, you could say you wanted to run 10 pages and try to monetize them. If you're sitting there on your phone or your computer trying to do it all manually, it could be very, very difficult for you to ever actually, make an hourly rate that's worth it. But if you can sit down, on a Sunday evening in front of the TV with the Sunday night movie on, schedule your content for the coming week, it takes you 20 minutes to do that, 30 minutes to do that, and then you just leave it, that can really change the value proposition. So basically that's where FPTraffic comes in. It helps you find content for your Facebook pages and then schedule that content. And the tagline is build, grow, and monetize Facebook pages. And I've been using FPTraffic now consistently for over 2 years. And right off the bat, I'm going to say that it's one of my favorite products I've ever purchased. I use it every single day, or at least use its features, even if I don't log into the interface every single day. It's helped me to make literally thousands of dollars, actually really tens of thousands of dollars if I really added it all up, definitely into the tens of thousands of dollars just from Facebook pages. And they're not, complicated Facebook pages. I'm not running tricky advertising funnels or anything like that. I'm running what I guess most people would call sort of mem pages or community pages. I'm making real money every single month off them. Really enjoying it. It's almost turned into a hobby that makes money for me now. Instead of sitting down in front of the PlayStation and playing a game, I'll build another page or I'll manage my pages, and I love it. I've got great communities now, especially on some of my bigger pages, and it's something I'm really passionate about and really enjoy. And to be honest with how easy it is, even if Facebook's algorithm continues to get worse for advertisers and commercial, activities, I'll probably still keep managing my pages. I'll scale it back a bit, obviously, because I want to make money from it, but I just enjoy it so much, and a big part of that enjoyment comes from FPTraffic. So basically with FPTraffic, and I'm just scrolling up and down the homepage here. So it's $10 a month, and you can manage unlimited Facebook pages, and you can schedule an unlimited amount of posts. I don't actually think it's truly unlimited. I think you can upload about, your queue can be 1,000 posts, but I'll talk a bit about that in a minute. But anyway, FPTraffic is the brainchild of a guy called Luke Kling. If you are into affiliate marketing, you may have heard of him as the affiliate manager for Peerfly, which is a pretty cool little CPA affiliate network. And yeah, basically he's been the sort of product owner and developer of FPTraffic for some time now. And yeah, it's just a really, really simple, straightforward platform for finding content and scheduling it, and it works. So what I'll do now is I'll talk you through the key features. So I'm actually going to go into my FPTraffic account, and this is my live real account. So don't do annoying things like steal my pages. But basically, what you can see is a list of all the pages you've got, and I'm going to scroll up and down it really quickly so you can't see all of them. You've got how many pages you manage, how many likes you have across your pages, and then basically you can see key stats and things like your content queue and all those kinds of things. So what I'll do now is I'll talk you through some of the different things you can do with FPTraffic. So from the pages section, you can basically manage things like your schedules. So your schedules is you can update it when you choose to do the postings. So you can pick different times. This particular page, I've only got one post scheduled. You could clear the schedule if you didn't want to do it at all. You can change it. The post schedules come off a FPTraffic server time, so you need to be aware of that. You can't customize your time zone. So if you're, I live in New Zealand, so I have to work out what the time is. You can do things like connect up a Twitter account, which is pretty handy. I don't really use this much, though. You can see stats. The main thing, though, I want to look at is the find content and the add content sections. The giveaways functionality, which I think was really designed to help you do, I guess you'd call it sort of incentivized offers. Like I think I've seen people running on FPTraffic running like incent offers for CPA networks using the giveaways feature. I really don't use this much. I mean, there's a guide to it. I'm not the biggest fan of it though, but it does work. And I'll try to use it a bit more and create some content around this. But I'm not going to talk about giveaways much in this video. Inboxes. This is another thing you can do. It's pretty clunky though. It feels like a bit of an afterthought. Basically allows you to get people to subscribe to your page inbox, and they receive as a message or an email a sort of daily roundup of everything you've posted. And guides, as you might expect, is just a sort of user guide to everything. Some of the stuff in here is actually a bit outdated and does need to be updated. For example, the built-in Amazon link finder doesn't work in FPTraffic at the moment. So there are some things that are, I guess, out of date and do need improving. But what I want to do really is focus on the finding content and the adding content. So once basically all you have to do with FPTraffic is sign up. It's $10 a month, really good value. You link up your Facebook account, and then you can import your pages. Really straightforward to do. And then once you've done that, you need to set schedules. Don't try and find content and schedule it before you've set a schedule for the posts, because you can go through that whole process, and then if you haven't got a schedule set for that particular page, you actually lose the content. So that's a sort of a trick that you need to be aware of, or a tip. And once you've done that, it's time to find content. So basically, FPTraffic gives you a bunch of sources you can use to find content. Tumblr, which lets you search on Tumblr, as you might expect. So if I'm doing that particular page, I can type in a keyword related to it and scroll through and find content. And then all you do to add it to your queue is just click on it, and it goes into your queue. And if we come back to the scheduled posts for that page, we can see that there. And I could actually post that now if I wanted. If I load up a different page, I can see things like the sort of queue of content for that page. So once you've found a whole load of content, you get something like this. But I'll go back and talk you through the options anyway. So you've got Tumblr, you've got Bing, which searches Bing images. does the same thing. You've got YouTube for YouTube videos, Giphy for finding GIFs. You've got Flickr for finding images. Really, it's more like royalty-free kind of stuff. Flickr, I don't use that one very often. eBay for finding products for sale on eBay, and you can actually embed your affiliate links automatically. And you can also do Reddit as well, which is really, really handy. I'm actually having a bug at the moment with Reddit on my account. My brother's got an account on this on FPTraffic, and it seems to be working for him. So it must be something my end, but hopefully it will get fixed soon. So those are the key find content tools. At this stage, you're probably wondering where's Google Images. Well, unfortunately, Google Images just doesn't have, I think, the API functionality from what Luke has told me in the past, and what he's posted in the FPTraffic private members group. Basically, there's pretty much no chance that you'll ever have a direct port into Google Images through FPTraffic, which is a shame because that would save a lot of time. And really, Google Images does have the best methods for finding the sort of meme type posts or viral content that you want to post with FPTraffic. And at this point, I do want to say that with this video, I'm not really trying to teach you how to get the best out of FPTraffic. I will be doing videos around that. All I'm doing is talking you through the features and why you might want to use them. I will be creating a lot more content about actually building and monetizing Facebook pages going forward. Then you can also add content. So this is where you can bulk upload images from your computer. You pick the page you want and you start uploading the content. So if you've got a whole folder full of let's say Family Guy memes, and you want to do a page on Family Guy, well, you can upload all of those in one go. It tells you the supported image types as well, and it says you can upload up to 100 images at a time, but I've uploaded way more than that. And I've uploaded more than that because of I've done up to about 1,000 images, I think. So I don't think that's correct, but sorry if I am wrong. And you can only do 100. Maybe I've got a special account. I don't know. You can import images directly from a URL. And this is really, really cool. And it's where I want to talk about this little feature here, the FPTraffic Chrome browser extension. So basically, when you get FPTraffic, you can also get a browser extension. And what that does is when you load up any page, you can hit the browser extension button in your extensions bar in Chrome, and what it'll do is basically go through the page and find images and then put a checkbox next to each of the images, and then the images you select, it grabs the URL of that image. So if it's embedded into a website page, it just gives you the URLs as a list, and you can paste those in here, and then when you schedule, you can basically schedule all that content in one go, up to 500 photos. And it's really, really fast. And the good thing with it is if let's say you had a page about Dragon Ball Z, the coolest Dragon Ball Z characters or something, and you go on a Dragon Ball Z fan site and you see a whole lot of images you really like and you think, oh man, I want to repost those. You can just hit the Chrome browser extension for FPTraffic, grab all the URLs. You don't have to download them manually, so it saves a lot of time. So that is a really cool feature. You can also pull in WordPress posts from an RSS feed URL, and link mask tool. I don't really use this much at all. When I do it, it does seem to actually result in pretty low reach and engagement. So I'd be a bit wary of link mask tool. And basically what I want to do now that you know the content options is I'll load up a page here. Got slow internet today. Sorry about that. That's loaded back up now. So if I go into scheduled posts and pick a page that I manage, so now what I can see is my schedule here. So I've got images into this all sorts of different ways using all sorts of different tools, and this is my schedule, I guess, for my Best of the Simpsons fan page. And what I can now do with this is basically you can see that this is how the content is arranged to work. So it tells you the time it's going to be posted. And I can do all sorts of cool things now. I can drag images around, so reorder them. If I wanted this image to post at this particular time, I can hit shuffle, and that will shuffle randomly the order of the posts, like a deck of cards, I guess. I can recycle, so that will take the recently posted content, my 100 oldest posts that have been posted already, and pull them back into the queue. I can delete everything as well if I want a fresh start, and I can see recently posted content if I want to go back in and see what has worked in the past. So I can see, okay, this was posted on November the 8th at 9:37. I'm running off really slow internet here, sorry. So it's not loading particularly fast, but yeah, basically that's how that feature works. So you can go through and bring your old content back into the mix by hitting the recycle button. Go back into the scheduled posts. I can do all sorts of cool stuff, like I can add a description right into the post. And I can also edit the post. So there's actually a pop-up image editor that comes, and I can add text callouts. It's really basic. It's not a particularly good image editor, but it works. I can create a mem. So that's if I want to add like that mem generator style text, if it's going to load for me. I can add hello test, and you'll see at the top and you'll see at the bottom, and you can play around with the sizing and everything. You can add text box and all sorts of things like that. And yeah, basically that's how you manipulate your queue. You can also jump something straight to the top just by moving it to the top. Or you can post it now. So I'll post this particular picture now. And that will show up straight away on my Facebook page. It tells you here if there's been a success message. And really that's FPTraffic. Those are the key features. So what I'll do is I'll quit out of my own private area and actually log out completely, come back onto the main page, and now I want to talk through the things I like about it and the things I don't. So basically what I like about FPTraffic is how simple it is. It's just so easy and so quick to manage Facebook pages once you get a hang of using FPTraffic. It's just really, really effective, really, really cool to use. The other things I like, the price, $10 a month for unlimited pages and unlimited posts. That's exceptional value, really, really affordable. You'll make the money back very quickly if you, I guess, understand how you can monetize Facebook pages, which is something I'm going to share more content on. Other things I like about it, the support's pretty decent. You get access to a private Facebook group, and Luke, who runs the group, is really good at helping provide support. I also like that it's web-based. It's not, a desktop installable software. That's handy as well. And I like the flexibility. I like that, there are all sorts of different ways of getting content in there, including the manual uploads. Because, for example, most of my content I get using Scrapebox, Google Image Search Grabber. There's a little functionality in Scrapebox, and that lets me upload literally thousands of posts in a matter of minutes. So, I'm really appreciative of that functionality. There are, of course, some things I don't like about FPTraffic. The first is that it doesn't really work very well on mobile. There's no mobile app, and it's not responsive at all. So I do use it on my phone sometimes if I want to play around with the schedule I've got, but you just have to pinch and zoom, and it's pretty horrible to use. And I don't think there are any plans to make a mobile version. The lack of Google Images integration, that's a bit of a problem as well for finding high quality content. It's kind of like going into a restaurant and the best things off the menu, and all you've got is the stuff that's okay, but you don't really want it. But unfortunately, that's also a result of the way Google Images is set up. So there's not a lot that Luke and the FPTraffic developers can probably do about that. Other things I don't like, there are occasionally bugs on the platform. It can be a bit slow as well. Like, it's not uncommon to get, wake up in the morning and find your posts haven't posted because, there's been a bug or there's some sort of server error or something like that. Usually they're really good at fixing those, but it does happen, so it's worth mentioning. And sometimes you'll also get bugs like you schedule a post and then it sort of disappears. And that can be pretty frustrating as well. But all things being considered, for $10 a month, if you want to manage Facebook pages and make that easier, you cannot go past FPTraffic. So click the link in the video description below and go check it out. It really is a cool platform. I'll answer any questions you've got, and keep an eye out for more videos I do where I actually talk through the process I follow for growing Facebook pages using FPTraffic. Thanks for watching.